Hey everybody, my name's Tyson and this is Habitats at Home, the home of Doc Murden. I wanted to make this little video as my first video just to show everybody what the state of the new room is, why it's sort of taking so long to set up, and I thought this video could be a bit of a baseline so that everybody can see where we've started, and you know, in the future we can look back at this video and think, wow, like look how far we've got and where we are. You know, maybe in 2 years the room's going to look absolutely crazy, and I sure hope it does. So we're just going to have a little quick whip around, show you a couple of things, show you the current state of the enclosures and where they are and their positions, and maybe just a couple of things of what I'm working on and the little things that I've done for this room, which I learned from the old room, and now they've moved to this one, I've tried to do before I've moved all the enclosures into place. So we'll go over a little bit like that. This won't really be an introduction to my animals video, but we'll do that in another one. But you should see all the enclosures and stuff like that in this one. So yeah, let's check it out. So as we come into the room, you can see that Doc's enclosure is first and foremost. She is the star of the show. I've got the glass out at the moment because I've been cleaning it, and I thought that she might want to jump out and have a run around, but she seems pretty content just chilling over there, so I'll get around to putting it back in. But yeah, as we come into the room, we obviously turn to the right. We've got Sonic, the common tree snakes enclosure. Still, I know I've been saying it, if you've been following on Instagram, you'll know that I've got a couple of little issues with this that I'm still working on. I'm hoping to have it fixed very soon, and then I'm going to show you this enclosure properly. Over here, we've got my 4 angle-headed dragons. I've got 1 male and 3 females, basically. One's still quite young. A lot of the plants survived the move, but it's looking a bit disheveled, and I'm going to upgrade that over time. If you've been following Instagram, you would know as well that I'm actually going to get rid of all these glass enclosures and upgrade everything. So if we come around here, I've started creating a bit of a tool rack that's got my snake hook, my tweezers, my Dyson, something every reptile room should have, which is a fire extinguisher. And then down here I've got this little rail that I keep my my spray bottles on. So I normally have water, obviously that's your F10, that's your disinfectant, white vinegar, which you use to clean glass. I've got my charger for my Dyson set up here. This thing is a godsend for a reptile room, especially when you've got carpet sucks. I've got this door that goes to the outside, but I'm in a rental, I don't own this place, so I've tried to do all these things without damaging it, and I've managed to sneak these hoses and stuff under the door. So I'll show you a little bit about what's going on here. One of these white PVC pipes is an air line that runs around the room so that I can put air into all of the tanks, and eventually I'm looking at putting air into all of the water bowls to try and just keep that water oxygenated and a bit fresher. And this other one here with this ball valve, this is actually a drain. It's a drain that goes around the room, and you can see it here, comes up here. I've got this clear PVC pipe, acrylic pipe, so it can be dismantled or taken apart so this rack can move. Another ball valve there to stop it from leaking. You see it comes around here, and then the drains from the bioactives above come down into this pipe, so you can see that one here. This is the filter for the water feature for Sonic's enclosure, and you'll see this drain up here. I have a fitting that goes onto here, and it starts a siphon, and that goes all the way out. So this airline and this drain have been one of the things that have held up the original layout of this room, because I've been working on it. You'll see as it comes around here and comes around the room, around here, 2 lines, and then goes behind all the enclosures all the way along the wall up there. So we'll come back to the frog stack. This is something I'm working on here. I have 2 green tree frogs, which I intend to upgrade and put over here. Still kind of thinking about what I'm going to do with this. I kind of want to get another 60 by 60 to put here so they all match, but then I have like a 60 by 45, that I might put here on a bit of a step, which will help to get my vision going for this, where I kind of want to have all of these enclosures plumbed together and share one filter. So I might either use a canister filter or I'll use this sump, but essentially the water will start from here, come up to the top, come into this one, come into most likely this one, and then down into this one, and then down back into the sump, and just create a bit of a loop. Kind of like how the Yabby Hotel is designed, even though I haven't finished that one yet, but that's kind of my goal. I know that obviously sharing water means that if there's a problem in one, you've got a problem in all, but I kind of just want to see if I can do it. So I think I'm going to go ahead with that plan, but who knows how long it's going to take. I really need to upgrade my green tree frogs. into a bigger enclosure, so I need to sort of get onto this pretty quickly. We'll come around here, and then you got Turbo's enclosure down here, which is looking a bit disheveled at the moment. Definitely needs a spruce up since the move. I've actually got a live plant in here, and it's sort of hanging on for dear life, but I'm really going to keep down this path of trying to get live plants working in this enclosure, because I think it can be done. You know, Turbo's dug up everything, it needs new substrate and needs a little bit of love really, but we'll get there. Obviously Doc's new extension, still haven't filled it up yet. Been working on some things, but you'll see here that's the little hole that was cut into the side so she can get in and out. Like I already said, I need to fill this up again, but there's no glass in here at the moment. Here's Doc. She's chilling. She is kind of on and off with me at the moment, to be honest. We were in a really good state before we moved, and then some days she likes me now, some days she hates me. We'll see how she goes. Most likely she's going to a little bit of recoil, but yeah, she's okay. She's not so bad today, but that's good. You'll see the new Universal Rocks substrate. This has been like life-changing. Highly recommend. No sand. Like, the fish don't need the sand, she doesn't need the sand. I mean, the only thing that really benefits from the sand might be the yabbies, but I don't want them hanging around in there too long anyway. I don't want to give them too many places to hide, because I actually want her to eat them, because the yabbies are the #1 cause of me losing fish. This rack here is sort of empty at the moment. I'm just got my roaches stored here. Kind of planning, still working out. I originally had the frog stack planned for this, but then I've actually decided that I am going to use the bigger rack for the frogs. And then obviously over here is Greg. You can see his scar. So Greg's been a little unwell. He had a shell infection when we first got him. Like, he's sort of tripled in size since we first got him. But you can see on his back there is his scar. But other than that, he's pretty healthy. And then Enigma, the albino Darwin carpet python, is down in here. These plants are fake. I did actually have this bioactive at one stage, back when I was first getting into bioactive, and I was trying something a little different. And I've actually implemented what I thought I needed to do in here into Sonic's enclosure, and once I get that right, then I'm going to come back and redo this in the same way. I know that's cryptic, but I'm sitting on this idea for a little while longer until I flesh it out a little bit more. And then as we come around, obviously my couch. If you've been following on Instagram, you know that I was asking if I should leave Doc's enclosure there as the star of the room, or move it over here in front of the couch. What I've actually decided is that I'm going to leave it where it is, because it means that I've got a lot more space to film and do things in front with the camera and the tripod, whereas if it was here, I'd be quite limited on space. But what I am going to do is that when I put these two enclosures and change them into much larger bioactive enclosures, I'm going to have 3 of them or 4 of them lined up here, and it's going to give you a lot more to look at when you're sitting on the couch. Because one thing I really enjoy about this room is coming down here and just chilling, and I've been writing notes for a lot of the stuff I do, and I think about enclosures and things like that. So yeah, I really love having this couch down here. It's absolutely great. Then over here I've got my reptile book collection, some gardening books, reptile books, my favorite book when I was a child, absolutely love this book, a couple of Hurt magazines, and then knickknacks and things I've collected while traveling. Old Doc. Up here, this is not really a pop vinyl collection, but I have the full set of Steve Irwin pops, which I had to get, and then I got a whole bunch more to give away as prizes. And shout out to Alligator Adam on Instagram, who won the first prize, but then Corona hit and it took months for him to get it. So I had planned on giving the rest of these away, but it just hasn't quite come to that yet. I'm going to wait until coronavirus is a little bit more done. And then I got old Jake the Snake, just because he had a snake, and obviously the Bushfire Heroes because they were a limited edition. That's Dave. Dave's from Bali. And yeah, so I'm gonna kit this out to be more reptile related. I got all my camera gear and stuff down here for filming. Got to try and find a home for my motorbike helmet and things like that. And then yeah, I've got some other sort of things down there, all need to find homes. Up here is my very small green tree frog bioactive enclosure, and then obviously the olive enclosures. My olives are getting big now, they're closing up to 3 meters. This is only a 5-foot stack. We're going to extend this to 8 foot. This is kind of like, once I extend these to 8 foot, these are the one things where I'm not entirely sure where they're going to go. Possibly in that space there. Still need to work that one out. And then it's a total mess out here at the moment, but I need some more shelving. I'm going to put all my driftwood and things like that onto a shelving rack here. I've got all my plants for all my bioactive enclosures here. There's pothos and grasses and bromeliads, Spanish moss or old man's beard. I've got a little nepenthes there. So all of these sort of things I'm cultivating for more bioactive enclosures. And then over here is my reservoir for my spraying system, my misting system, which is down here. And then my airline. The airline pump runs from here down a hose, and then everything goes under the door. So everything needs to be sort of tidied up. Oh, the drain comes around here and then goes out there. So all in all, been very, very happy with the new room. It's got some pretty cool new things that are going on in it now, so yeah, very happy. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the room. Please like, subscribe and comment. Let me know if there's any sort of future videos you want to see, anything you want me to go a little bit more in depth in, and I'll do my best to get some videos out for you on anything you want to know about. So thank you very much, and catch you later.